Pick and roll.
This is where we've got to pick them and then roll with it. Tonight, MLB greats, number 9s. We're on episode 9.
This was mind-boggling.
Ted Williams, Joe DiMaggio, Reggie Jackson, Roger Maris, Ralph Kinner, and Joe Torre. We are ranking them from 6 to 1. You are first this week, my friend, so you can let us know your 6 through 1 for your pick and roll.
All right. So when I first look at the names, right, I'm thinking, okay, well, Joe Torre's last.
He had some good numbers.
That is not how it played out.
I was shocked. I was like, wow, Joe Torre was a pretty good ball player.
I was too. So number 6.
He's a phenomenal manager, but I mean,
he was not going to believe that. I have Roger Maris, number 6.
I could see it.
And I'm just looking at the numbers. He was the lowest in pretty much everything.
Yeah, agreed. Just about.
You know, he had more home runs than Joe Torre. That was it.
Agreed.
That was it. But I'll tell you, he was a great ball player. I just think the media and fans that took its toll on his career. I think it really hurt him. It hurt his career. You know, taking all the abuse and the threats and stuff just because he was going to break records and stuff, and it shot his whole career.
Agreed.
Got it. So I have Ralph Kinner, number 5 with his 6 All-Stars, and Maris had 7, by the way. His numbers were just better than Roger Maris. It's flat out. They all across the board. They were better. He just didn't have the accolades like Roger Maris.
Yeah.
You know? So I have Kinner at number 5. I have Joe Torre, number 4. That was a surprise to me. Surprise. I looked at his numbers. I'm like, holy mackerel. Are you kidding? All right.
I was the same way.
2,342 hits. Pretty good, right? 252 home runs, way more than I thought he would have. 297 batting average.
He almost batted 300 for his career.
Awesome. 996 runs scored. 1,185 RBIs. That was astonishing to me.
Yeah.
He has an MVP.
Yeah.
9 All-Stars and a batting title. You know, he just didn't win it as a player.
Yeah.
I was shocked. I was
agreed.
Like, why the hell is he even on this list, right?
Same thing. And then I was like, I thought the same thing when I started, and I agree. He's higher on my list than I thought he was going to be.
Yeah. So it was all about these 3 guys. And, you know, I gotta give Reggie Jackson some credit because I think his numbers are even better than what I thought they would be. Like I don't doubt the home runs, obviously. He's known for that, right? But he had 2,500 plus hits. 563 home runs, most on the list. 262 batting average, though, so that's what hurt him big time against the other 2 guys. 1,500 runs, 1,700 RBI, only 1 MVP, only 1. 14 All-Stars, 5 World Series, though, and 2 Silver Sluggers. I mean, he was on the cusp of the other 2.
Yeah, agreed.
But I think the other 2 are just in another dimension.
Yeah.
And there was one glaring number that I could not avoid.
And it must have hurt you. I know.
It did. I was like, how did this man not win any? This guy is the best hitter of all time. In my book, he's the best hitter, but not the best winner. But he also fought 2 tours of duty.
Yeah, I get it. I get it. Yes, sir.
So
yes.
The guy should be, you know, an icon. Ted Williams, number 2. It hurts me to even say it, but 2,654 hits, most on the list. 521 home runs, 344 batting average,
Insane. 344.
1798 runs
Mhm.
scored,
Yeah.
1,839 RBI. Those are just ridiculous numbers. Those are ridiculous numbers. 2 MVPs, 2 Triple Crowns,
Mm-hmm.
19 All-Stars, 6 batting titles. But what kept him at number 2 was 0 World Series.
Agreed.
Because the other guy down, 95 South, Joe DiMaggio had 9 World Series, and I could not take him out of that number 1 spot. I'm sorry.
Agreed.
I mean,
I could see why. I could see why you did that.
he wins.
Yeah.
He wins. And when you think about it, he wins.
Yeah. 325 too, batting average. So it wasn't like his batting average was like average. Like it was a good yeah, I mean, you go Ted Williams 344, and you're like, holy cow. I mean, Joe DiMaggio at 325 wasn't bad either, though.
No. And like his numbers are fantastic. He just didn't play as long.
Yeah.
Just didn't play as much.
Yeah. So I
13 All-Stars too.
Yeah. I agree with you. For the most part, the only ones I flip-flopped was Kinner. I put at 6 and Maris at 5, and it was only because of the 2 MVPs and the 3 championships.
Yeah.
Other than that, Torrey at 4, I agree with you. When I saw the numbers, I'm like, Joe Torrey, he was a good ball player. He almost batted 300.
I was like, when you sent me that, I was like, is he doing this and want me to compare his manager skills?
Yeah, like I was like, that's what I thought. I'm like, this guy is gonna be hard. 297. I was like, holy cow. I remember I was sitting near my wife and I'm going, Joe Torrey batted almost 300 for his career. Like, that's pretty impressive. And he won an MVP and a Gold Glove.
Right.
Agreed. Yeah, Reggie Jackson at 3 because of the that 262 batting average. Yeah. Definitely hurt him. I mean, but again, 14 All-Stars, an MVP, Silver Slugger, also 2 World Series MVPs. Think about it.
Oh, yeah.
He was the reason why they won those 2 World Series.
They used to call him Mr. October,
right? Like he got the name because he performed in the big games.
See, kids, this was before baseball started playing in November.
Yeah.
So you have to go back a little ways where you either won the division or you're out.
That's it. That's it.
There was only one division.
Yeah. And I agree. Ted Williams, I went at 2, and it was because of the championships. But again, phenomenal. 19 All-Stars, man. Holy cow. 6 batting, 5-time Major League Baseball Player of the Year. So again, far surpassed Joe DiMaggio in a lot of those categories, but the 9 championships were just too much.
You can't argue with 9 championships.
It overweighed a lot, but
it's impossible.
Both phenomenal. And guess what? If we were starting a team today, I'd have a tough time picking between either one.
I would too.
So
I would too.
All right, my friend. That was fun. That was a good one.
Yeah.
That was a good one.